So welcome, I am Kathy, the Essential Healer, and today I wanted to talk very briefly about journaling and the impact it's had on my life, but also the importance of why you should do it. Now, this isn't about journaling as in just writing a whole load of rubbish about your day because you didn't like your day and it didn't make you happy and you felt like this and it No, this is more directive. So this is about you deciding, first and foremost, why you want to journal. And this, because I guess you're here because you're on a healing journey. Perhaps you just want to understand a little bit more. Or perhaps this goes deeper for you. Perhaps you've been on this journey for a long time and you're really trying hard to find ways in which you can move forward with your health, with your healing, maybe a more vibrant life, maybe a better partnership with your husband, your wife. It doesn't matter. The fact is, if you are on this journey, maybe it's about spirituality for you, but this is a real good way of moving things forward for you and giving you a really good way of seeing where you've been, so like where you are today, how you've been feeling and what you've been doing to start making changes. And then you do it, I would recommend every day, because what happens is people think you're going to make this sudden great big leap and everything's suddenly going to get better and you're going to be totally aware of it. Guess what? That doesn't work. So really the whole point of all of this is that when you start this journey, it is tiny, tiny steps. But those tiny, tiny steps build up to real change and real transformation. And you can't see it unless you start with journaling. It's a little bit like if I'm teaching people or let's say I'm doing a tapping session, so using EFT, emotional freedom technique, and I'm asking them, we're going through a whole process and we get to where the problem lies. Now, usually it's aches and pains and illnesses that I'm dealing with. So what happens is when you start to focus and you start doing tapping, or before you even begin tapping, is you want to know how let's work with pain. So you want to know how that pain is feeling in that moment. So just saying, well, it hurts, isn't going to give you a real understanding of how it's truly feeling for you. So we give it a number. So 10 being it's, oh my God, I can barely move. And 1 is, it's a little bit there, it's a bit twingy, but I can live with it, it's fine. So when we actually start to have a focus, so say you are writing about, I don't know, you want to make a change in your, food, let's say. You want to eat better food. So you then want to start with, how is it feeling? How are you feeling about how it's feeling, with this? Is it feeling sluggish? Is it, is your system feeling bloated? Are you finding that the things you used to eat don't work anymore or making you feel uncomfortable? Or are you getting pain? That's the other thing. So this is why clarity is what you get when you start journaling. So instead of doing the 1 to 10, what you're doing is you're doing it in a format that starts with how you're feeling, what it's doing to you, whatever this is. Again, this could be fibromyalgia. That was something that I used to suffer with. I don't anymore. But what happens is your focus now is, well, this is how I'm feeling. And a pain is a feeling. And a pain, an ache, an illness, a disease, they're not bad things. So don't look at them as bad. So that's why when we're journaling, this isn't about saying, well, it's a bad thing. This is a bad thing. This is a good thing. It's not about that at all. This is just noticing what's happening in your body and being able to write that down And then talk about that in your journal. You know, this is where, and be specific, really be specific. This isn't about, oh, I've had a crappy day and this happened. No. The journaling is about focusing on what it is you want to change, getting in there, feeling the feeling, writing it down exactly as you're feeling it, sensing it, what impact is that having on your day? And then what are you going to do to change it? What did you do? What action did you take to change it? Now that could be tapping. It could be just changing your food, taking one item out of what you were eating. And of course that applies to everything that you want to change, anything that you want to change. So you just look at it and you go, okay, so how did that feel for me today? How did it impact my life? And then you start to then talk about what action you can take if you haven't taken any yet, or what action you have taken, and did that affect it in that day? And if it didn't, that's okay, but put that down, because what happens is if you do this daily, you'll start to notice a difference. And even if you miss a day, I don't ever want you to be cross with yourself and say, well, I'm rubbish at this because I left out a day and I didn't do what I was supposed to. There's no supposed to do about anything. There's no right or wrong. There's nothing. If you miss a day, you missed a day. And it's not going to affect me, but it will affect you. So it's up to you how serious you are about changing. So the journaling becomes more fun, and put pictures in, sketches. If you had a fun moment, describe it. You know, this is having fun. This isn't serious. That's all we're doing, is having fun, because when you have fun and you're journaling and you're changing things and you are working with yourself for a better life, or a better feeling in your body, or perhaps to be able to let go of grief or upset or pain or stress, less anxiety, and whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But if you have fun, then you're having a different emotion, a different feeling behind it, which is going to want to make you go on and do what you're doing to change. If you take it seriously and then tell yourself off because you didn't do this and you didn't do that and leave it alone. That's not going to serve you. So this is only a quick one. So I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, please leave comments. Please subscribe. And I will be here again with more information, more tools in which it will help you on your healing journey or your spiritual journey. Anyway, have a beautiful day.